Jesus is not at all to Christianity what Muhammad is to Islam, Buddha is to Buddhism, Marx is to Marxism, or Joseph Smith is to Mormonism, or any other religious or socio-political belief system whatsoever. Any other type of worldview. It is altogether different what Jesus is for a Christian than what Muhammad or anybody else is. Even Moses is to his people. The difference is you can imagine this their teachings existing without them, the movements existing without them. Here's what I mean. Like if you were to talk to a Buddhist and say, could Buddhism exist without the existence of, the 6th century figure known as the Buddha? And it might depend. There's a lot of different schools of Buddhism. They're not all the same, and some branches of Buddhism don't even believe Buddha was a real historical figure, and they don't really care. Most Buddhists would say, well, yeah, I believe Buddha existed, and he gave us this teaching about suffering and whatnot, but yeah, I could have my Buddhism without believing Buddha's a real historical character that he ever existed. If I were to go to a Muslim and I were to say, could Allah, if he had wanted to, given the Quran to us through someone other than the Prophet Muhammad? Now, the first time I asked the question, if it's a devout Muslim, they might say, no, there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet. Okay, yeah, sure. But if Allah had wanted to, if he had wanted to, could he have given us the Quran through somebody other than Muhammad? And they might scratch their head and think, yeah, I mean, Allah is Allah. He can give us the teachings of the Quran. He could have done it through anyone other than Muhammad, but he didn't. He was through Muhammad. Okay, yeah, okay. The Jews, if you were to talk to the Jewish people, could God have given us the 10 Commandments through someone other than Moses? Well, yeah, they would probably say yes. They might argue either they did come through Moses, but he had God wanted to, could have given them through somebody else. Could the Book of Mormon come to us through someone other than Joseph Smith? Certainly. But when you get to Christianity, can you say, could the gospel, could Christianity have come to us through someone other than Christ? The question just doesn't even make sense. For Christians, the message is the messenger. Our gospel is the person and work and life of Christ, not a set of teachings that we are supposed to hold on to. It is not a set of ethics. It is moral. In Christ, God gives us himself in a person, not in a bunch of ethics or teachings or morals. Oh yeah, I mean, the Bible contains morals and ethics and different things like that, but that is not the center point. That's all stuff that radiates from his person. The good news of that Christians celebrate, that we meet every Sunday to sing about, to take communion over, is that God has given us himself in the person and the death and the burial and in the resurrection of Christ. And a Christianity without Christ, it does not make sense. Can't be said of any other religion or even any other ideology.